I'm sorry for laughing. It could have went smoother. Oh gosh. Oh man, that was something. Uh, oh, I'm sorry about laughing. I laugh when something goes. Sorry, I was up all night working on this stuff. Here, I'll show you quick the loading thing. It's a little funny. Let's hope it works. So, I'm gonna still be on the mic, but well, it's funny. It's the waiting screen. I just want to show this because I worked really hard on it. Oh man, it's like an N64 thing. And then I made. Oh, I gotta mix that a bit. Lower that a bit. I like how goofy it is. I made the song myself. I had too much fun. Also, learning Blender is always a treat. If not a pain in the ass, it's a treat. Woo. Yeah, you'll probably, because at some point I'll have to get lunch. And that's just me making like a peanut butter and banana sandwich. Oh, wrong button. Sorry, I have a blank scene by the Clip Studio Paint scene. So, good. For me, it's good morning. I have my usual like sports drink mixture thing to try and make me not die. Pardon me. I should do better with the not drinking too much on. Oh man, I don't know what else to say. Give me a second. I was working on background music that was basically just remixes of songs off of my EP, but they're like just like different kind of instruments that are better to talk over, because that's kind of an emotional album. So yeah, today's a work day. Give me a second. I'm gonna check. Blah 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 blah. I'm gonna check if the mic's working. Okay, that is good. So let's go to the thing. We're going to have to add a scene to OBS really quick that can pick out stuff, and I'll have to be careful with some stuff. But let's so basically what I want is like a, is it like window share, image media source? I forgot what it was. Display capture, window capture. I think it would be window capture. So what I want is just anything so oh yeah, image pop Don't mind me. Photos. And I was trying to figure out how to do this with you guys without and I can just hide clip. It's literally doesn't. Boop, boop. There. Pop it here. Yeah. I gotta check if it's working correctly. Should be though. Doesn't. Yep, that was me. So yeah, it's working. Now let's see if it changes. Cool. So this is early stuff, and it's not everything. It's all the stuff that I managed to save and publish. So this is actually very late. I also made 3D stuff testing out. This was really early. I had a design. You can see it starts from there. It's like a Nekomata there. And then there's a Kappa girl, and then there's just me trying to... So, the thing is, I started off this year trying to come up with a niche, sort of, aesthetic. I think I was very much trying to come up with that kind of stuff. You know? And... So, I don't know how much of January should I even show? So, what I'm thinking is, how the YouTube video would work is I feel like it would just show, because I think I really picked up speed around March. February is full of stuff, but stuff that I still have. But all of this shows is what I started to draw is kind of indicative of what else I would draw for the rest of the year and what else I would do in general. But yeah, this is a Mocha. Yeah, it's an OC. It's an OC I like. She's a short stack. She's a cute, and she's got a lot of things I like. There's actually a few interesting stuff. I forgot where... Oh, I never even added them. I have a 3D model of Mocha's head that I don't have anymore because it's gone. Because I wiped my computer factory reset to fix my clip, admin access and all that. Sorry. But yeah. Oh yeah, I love this sweater. This is actually the design is based off of another design I had where it was a similar looking cat character that had a oversized sweater that basically was their shirt. But this one is supposed to be a bit erotic. Their cat girl. But yeah. So let's so that's January. What I'm thinking, there's a few, I think the here, I'll show it. I wonder, will it show? Pop up? Yeah. This and this I don't think I need. Man, I've improved a lot. I don't think I'll use those, so I feel like I can just pop those out. Okay, now that that's out of the way, let's move on to February. I gotta double check if there's anything too embarrassing on here, as in too NSFW. I think it's a-okay. So, as this was just me trying to do more fan art related stuff. So, from what I can, like, it's like I'm trying to be Mimi. So, it's the Watamote, and it's Tomo. She's like, I relate to her thoughts. I'm not as much as an antisocial anymore. What is it? Insert energy thing here. Get it? Because coffee or energy. And it's like, I don't sleep. I like it, but I don't I think I've improved a lot. I'm definitely putting this. You missed my weird thought. Here's me So I was trying to do like a Monster Girl thing. So, I had like Monster Girl OCs that I made up. So I just wanted to cycle through like what I drew. So this is a Dullahan, Akika Akiha. Not too crazy. I think I could do a better job. She was supposed to be like, I think I can come up with really good like character designs with nice little quirky things like waifu machine. I'm a waifu machine, you know. So this is really old. Now that I really take a good look at it, I really don't like it. I don't know, something about it I really don't think is good. I think there's a lot of good stuff. I mean, last year's stuff is way worse than this, but there's something not good. Uh, Especially the feet. But hey, I grew, improvement, okay? Give me a second. I can definitely check chat. Nope, nothing. Oh well. That's fine. So, I think having that will help. And then here's on Blaze Blue, I drew Bullet because it's not very good. But I feel like you can tell it's a little indicator of like what my style might be in the future. A Shaletta, I don't know. Oh yeah, some of these are really good actually. I still like. So there's this series I did, like a 3-part series, which was garbage. It started with this. So this was like depression, like Nekomatas that were like military girls, because I like girls with guns. Sorry, I'm skipping all the way over here. And then it's like, this was second one. It was all right. I think I worked hard on it. And then I went to the third one. Not that. Third. And this one was awful. I hated it. And the people on, like, I think I let the few people that bothered to interact with me online, like even as minuscule as giving me a low rating on Newgrounds. I will criticize that site structure's like rating system to death. I feel like it is not productive, especially for artists, and having it like the same for all the throughout all the things. It's streamlined, yeah, but it's also like not valuable at all. Like, oh, different things. Here's a character. She's like a bad guy. I gave her like a captain military uniform. She's like a paw thing. And then here's like me trying to make a character OC. She's named Britta. Yeah. And then here's even more Mocha. And I think this was a start to something that I like my humor. You know, I also was learning speech bubbles with Clip Studio Paint. As you can see, that's not a good thing, but I learned about spline things. But yeah, I really wanted to do like some like 4 coma series where it's like a romance, like there's like it's in like a semi-etchy rom-com about like a kitsune and a nekomata wanting to fight an infection for like some loser that is a self-insert. But the thing was, it was supposed to be a self-insert. The Mononiki was like a thing I sketched in the sketchbook. God, those boobs are bad. I could totally go through some of these designs, redo her. I really like Mononiki's designs. I've been really busy with Oshimi. I don't know. She's a frog girl. There's another thing. I had this like weird aesthetic that was like hit or miss with people. And I felt like because of that aspect of like, I felt like I was very inconsistent. And I was trying to be a people pleaser. I started trying to think of the things that, and I also just didn't want to do fan art because I didn't want to be pinned into a hole. And then I tried to do like, I really was not good with keeping up with series. This was supposed to be like a Animal Crossing countdown, but I didn't finish. I barely got off the ground. And then it's the only character I like from My Hero Academia, or Pokemon Academia. I don't remember what it's called in Japanese. I should though, because but basically, yes, I'm not even in the mood to try and pronounce words today, but like I try to be relatable. I like it, but it's like, it felt like also I was part of like a very insular community that was local. It was fine, but I felt like even though it was like a big group, it felt like the people that cared to talk to me was very small. So, oh yeah, here's like a comic. It's like she's on the computer, and then it's night, and then she's on the computer. She stops putting up she like closes her laptop, and then oh no, it's day. Is that it? Okay, I think that's all February. Let's check. I think some of the fan art is a bit redundant. I just think having like one or two fan arts in this, because it can convey that I wasn't really, though I did like these characters that I was drawing, it wasn't from anime or things I was passionate about. And then the original characters, it was starting to be like wildly inconsistent, and I wasn't doing anything with them. So I think I'd get rid of that one Animal Crossing character that I literally would have had to look up in order to figure out, because I was trying to be like very studious. This is also pre-PRF. The pre-PRF era. The PRF era is actually recent. I don't even know if it's nice to call it an era yet, if it's now. I have no reason not to use PRF. I can't see any other application that's as straightforward and as useful as PRF. Oh well. But yes, let's go to March, which is where I think things started to pick up, because in February it's when I started to watch VTubers, or at least notice VTubers, like get recommended clips. Give me a second. I'm checking for crazy stuff. I don't. That can go. That's a bit too personal. Heck, I think I can, you know what? Let's start off with, this. So, there was this Newgrounds competition thing. You know, let's see. Yeah, the Newgrounds competition, you know, it was like, oh, isometric view of your works place during quarantine was the beginning, and it was like, and everyone's like, oh, I'm so cool in my swag place. And then it's like, I think by then I was already really depressed. It was like I got all like over dramatic. Man, that's when I used to sleep on a bed with a box spring, but now I just sleep on a mattress. It's like nothing has this is March. Did I put date on then? 23rd. Nothing has changed. The whole still the same. I sit and think while my demons evade. Try to create, nothing comes my way. No love, no joy, just me surrounded by an endless void. You know, I think looking back on this, I like where I'm at right now. Because though I don't feel this part, this part where it's like nothing has changed, all the same, I sit, think, demons invade. There's the demons, but they're not doing anything. The only thing that's relatable is it's like just me surrounded by an endless void, because it does feel, I still feel very trapped in my room. And I'd hesitate to say no love, but I feel loved. I just want to feel actually human, So let's actually start from looking through the folder. I think that's important because I think that's definitely an indicator of my mind. So I think that's actually the beginning, literally the beginning. So this was just a study. I did a scene from Battle Royale. Is the one character. I actually never watched it. I just wanted to draw grungy 90s girls from like 90s, like Japanese movies, So there's that. It's a decent study. I think I've gotten better. So this is when I started getting really into Code Vein, because it's like, it's a decent game. I would give it a 7 out of 10, which is mediocre. There's a lot good about it, and a lot not good about it. And then this is just a study. This character, I just was like, oh, very paying, lol. And I think you can tell I was trying to change stuff. Here's another Armika. It's a 60p crate, like really bad. No, wait, it's just using weird dithering things. I was trying to practice coloring in like manga with dither stuff, but didn't quite work out. This is old like background banner art that's like really dated and I don't like it. Here's me trying to draw Sonic in my style. I don't think I'm gonna keep that. There's Shiki, my bae. Well, she's not my bae. I really like her though. I think I could do a better Shiki. And then there's a crappy Saria with a watermark. Because I was trying to figure out ways to... Because I was very paranoid that people were taking my art. And it's just like, no one bothered to tell me. I was very paranoid. But also I wanted to just seem more professional. Okay, then there's Sakura. Just me trying to like study. I think I can do better nowadays. Here's me trying to do this one thing. It was like you draw like a Pokemash thing. So it was like it's like this it's got the Telemboneri? No, Lopunny. So it's good old Belita Bun Thick Suck with her donut lups. Donut lups. Pardon me, that's gross. I think I want to keep that. Okay, this is like kind of a meme thing, and I'm just like joking around. The group I was in had some people that were very testy about fat anime titties, so it's like this was just me being kind of like a cynical shit. It's like I think it's like big titty, short stack, dark elf of legal adult age, just a short bruh. The bra is like between her thighs. I could do a better job. I like it. I like the design. I just think I can do better with the color. She's also Yeti, which yes, I like that stuff. Here's more vent art. I think I can do a way better job on this kind of stuff, but it's like there's it's a dumb vent series that I I guess have technically because it's still here. You're looking at it. I think I should put it because I'm probably going to show the more recent vent art. Oh yeah, Miyabi. I like Senran Kagura, damn it. Armika. Okay, that's a better thing. I think, though, I do like this, and it's not as bad as other things. Give me a second. I think, personally, I'm going to cut out that stuff. Miyabi and the Armika locker room thing. But funny is like trying to figure out a style, but the white pupil highlight things is there. I was actually studying color composition from is it Taito Albedo? I really liked his drawings and his art style and his coloring. I liked his work, and I loved how like his characters looked. Hope he's all right. So yeah, and then there's this. I think I'm gonna get rid of it because I feel like. And then here's like another trying to be edgy. I is the new god. Lol, I'm so edgy. And then this is where I think my art quality started picking up. This character is really cool. She's like a vampire. Because I was playing Code Vein, so I was just like, I'm just going to ape some design aspects and do something loosely based off of it. So yeah. I think I could make this a bit more original, but I think I did a pretty good job with composition. And then this is like a random, like, I do not know what the hell I did with this. But I think keeping this would just show how inconsistent my art style really felt like. And also, like, my little persona is, like, what was my persona. But yeah, the 1st of the March is Chun-Li's birthday, actually. So this is me trying to... That's not that bad. I think there's a lot right with this and a lot wrong with this, but it's okay. I think one thing is like the torso's too short. Here's me trying to do like a style thing. This is actually really good, except the hand width sizes are a bit wonky. But if that was like fixed and a bit wider, or that was consistent with that, which I think that should be a bit squashed a bit, width-wise, you know? I think keeping that would make sense. Also, it just shows that I have a knack for character design. A study of my dog. This was a thing for someone. I'm gonna not do that. And I'm also not gonna do this. Because, I don't know. You know? There's been several dips. I wonder if those are like specifically at specific times. Sorry, when I pop out to check if the stream's doing it alright, I see like analytics and all that. Well, I'm in the green still, so YouTube isn't fucking up that much. So yeah, pop that out, 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 pop that out. Oh no. Okay, now we're on to April. I think April's there. Okay. Is there anything that I want seeing? I think this was my existential month. My most existential month. So it started off with me trying to create a character that was like a anthropomorph thing. There was that. Then there was me trying to draw things because Love is War was out. I tried drawing this. This didn't get received well. This wasn't received well either. This was actually received well, and I think it's decent. This is a study. This is another thing trying to be stylistic. This one was a pain in the ass. I think there's a lot wrong with this, but I think the perspective is the best part about it. More chuny. Ugh, that nose. I'm not big on those nose anymore. Those are studies. There's, and it's like, I think you could see a style developing if you look at my art now. But also, I feel like the most like inconsistent month. I personally feel these are all thumbnails. Like I'm trying really hard to be some big like figuring out what the hell I want to do with my life. I think I did publish that, but those weren't well received. So I think I deleted the ones I posted on like things, and this is a thing. This is another thing. Contest thing. I think I can do a better job now. I think I can do a better job with that. But it's like the idea is like it has funny memes. But I feel very much like this is like the month where it's like I just started like I felt like I was going through something because felt like my art wasn't doing as well. So I think if you see in May was when I first got into Monster Hunter, but also I think it has the least, and that is going in the trash. Well, actually not the trash, it's to NSFW. So it started with this for trying to make a video game. I was forcing myself really hard to be like, I gotta make a goddamn video game. I gotta do it, and it just like never happened because it's like, well, I gotta learn how to model, rig, program, animate, make music, like tons of stuff, and it just I felt overwhelmed. So then, so this was like, I tried really hard studying like art I really liked, and Hideo Mideo, I forgot his name, but basically the guy who did a lot of like PS1, PS2 era Final Fantasy art for like also the MMO Final Fantasy art and the Grand Blue Fantasy artist. Basically, I studied him. I had several references. I had tons of references. And I tried so hard to make this piece of art that was not me. It was not me, and in the end, it was not that great. And yeah, it's good, but I feel like there are stuff I really do like about it that I have adopted. Like I really do like having blues and blues, like watercolor stuff. But I think I found my own vibe, you know? This is Mui. Mui is also what my Monster Hunter character was based off of. But then I changed her to look like Kyoto Coco. There's like me trying to do her in 3D. There's a Megumi thing. I'm trying so hard to figure out something. Trying very hard. Trying very hard to be Krek there. Krekov. And then I think, what's the gap? Literally several, like, a few weeks later, I started making art again. I think it was, or at least a week later. And I just did a Devil's Joe thing. Fear the Angry Pickle. And then, Gajinka and Jananthe. I think I could do a better job. And there's a self-insert because the Monster Hunter is about self-inserts. I didn't even have the DLC. I just bought Monster Hunter Vanilla, Monster Hunter World. And then I was like, oh, I got the DLC now. But yeah, I think that was like me I think that was indicative of a change. And I think you guys, so I tried to be like the one guy that did One Punch Man, and I tried to be funny, cynical stuff because I bought a pillow for it, and then I tried to do an original like character to represent my brand, and then so around this time, I think I was starting to I was into VTubers a lot, so I was trying to be make art that would be like, if I wanted, because I wanted to be a VTuber Papa. And there's that. Asakoko, Kiryu Coco, first ever Coco. And I drew her again on the 6th of the 6th. I remember this group I was in, social group that I was forced to go to, a social learning group rather, and they got mad at me for sharing my art because she had a fucking little boob window. They freaked out. Here's me trying to be Krek again. I even did like the tone things. I think it's pretty good. There's a few things I would tweak, but I remember being told like, what the hell is like going on with her hip and waist? The thing is, it's like her hip is going that way and she's basically twisting her upper body, so twisting the other direction. I could do a better job with this character, but there's me trying to be Krek. I just was sketching because I don't draw guys, and it's like, oh wow, I wanted to actually know how to draw guys. I feel like I don't draw male characters a lot. There's Risu. This was on the 26th. This was, Risu is my favorite. And then there's the first of the Cyclops girls. I tried to be, I'll be the Cyclops guy. And it's like, I think, because you hear about people getting stuck. Oh yeah, here's 3D model. Give me a second. I'm going to explain. You hear people getting stuck all the time. All the time. You hear people getting stuck. Either being a fan artist or they never grow. I hear tons of negative stuff online, and my paranoid butt freaks out. and I overreact. You know, I overreact. Oh, I guess I clicked that. So I really, because I've had, and then I've had like therapists and people in my family tell me, you gotta find your niche, you gotta do this, you gotta like draw local, you gotta, you know, you gotta draw something that you love. And it's like, well, I'm drawing what I love, but something's not clicking at all. And I think, and then around this time, it's like my brain's like overreacting with stuff. And so I just made a weird Cyclops baby thing, and I made a composition for it. So there, you can see the steps. And then there. The Watame. This was, actually I drew this during her, first, when she got Clip Studio Paint. She didn't know what, how to undo or how to save. It was cute. And then here's Krone. My first, well, is it my first? Well, it's my first Krone. You can tell I don't like having her doing the long hair and pigtail things. Though technically those are her pigtail things, her little like braids. Okay, now that I've explained like, so I think around this time, I think it's when things started to kick up. So I think this is when I'm trying to make characters. I'm trying to make a video game. I'm trying super duper hard. And then I stopped. And then I'm like, let's just make characters. And then I brought back, because I never wanted to dump these characters. That's Mocha, obviously, and that's Caramel, or Caramel. And it's like, I like these characters a lot. I can work on their design some more. I do not want to give these bad puppies up. I don't want to give... Well, that's a fox. That's a cat. But yeah. And then this is like an art that's like of Satania that's like a meme. Oh, speaking of memes. But I wanted to make it like deep fried, because there was the Satania with the gun thing, and I like it, so I made this. See, that's my signature, but I went through several filters and stuff in order to make it. I love it. It's my alt NSFW like sorting account. Oh, it's like profile picture. This is my third curse blurst art, I think, or second. But it's based off of that one, like, Wario and Mario 64. Every copy of Mario 64 is personalized. Yeah. This is actually before right before she took a break, and I'm like, oh no, I love this. Fuck you, Normie. I think this is, oh yeah, there's the normal Satania. Yeah, you can definitely tell it's my art now that it's not deep fried. I think I could do a better job of all the filter shit. There's another, that's my first kanata. And instead of doing the kanji on her little arm band, I just said PPT, and you know, it's like my favorite kanata clip is her be like, oh, it's a doggy, it's not a doggy, it's not a doggy. It's so cute. Konata, not kanata, konata. I was just sketching. There's me trying to be all quirky, trying to have a balance. I'm way better at mouths now. I'm a champ. There's my first pekara, and for a while my only pekara. But that's changed. Oh yeah, that's her first monster farm. There's this Watame, because she was doing a lot of farming stuff. Her farming things. And so I did this where it's like, oh, friends, because I'm a big fan of the PP trio, you know, Koko, Kanata, Watame. You know, when you look at back, it's so interesting to see the dynamic. Is like it's like Watame and Kanata kind of playing catch up with Koko's abrasive attitude. So it's like Watame, and Kanata wanted to kind of be like the leaders of the group. They wanted to be leaders. Kanata was first. Watame is like the most idol like out of all of them. They were seniors, and then Koko comes in, just being like, "Listen here, fuckers. I run this show. Look at me. I'm the captain now." Oh, I loved it. And like, there's like, it's funny. It's just so interesting how it's like they're like really shit talked Coco, obviously in like a playful way, but it's like Coco basically out roasted them. It was amazing. But you can't. That's how Coco is seen as the leader. She's the middle. She's the one that got. Also the sub thing, but I think that's. There's a lot explaining that, but I think the dynamic of Coco being the leader is she's the one that wanted to like have collaborative. Whoa, did I mess up? Oh. Well, she was the one that wanted to like do tons of like collaborative things. She's the one that planned tons of things. She's the one that like invited people to collabs. She's the one that came on to collabs to represent 4th Gen. She's like was very social with her group and then with the rest of the gen mates. And wait, that was redundant. Her gen mates, yeah, she was very much like, it felt like she had like a vibe, like she could get along with anyone and she can match vibes. And it's just disappointing that, and I feel very defensive about her, because it's like you see her like she's all adorable and she's sweet and she's playful. Oh, sorry, I'm being a simp. She's like such a. I don't want to go on to a Coco thing. I don't think I have a Coco on this one. Besides that, Coco is so many things, and yet a lot of the English fans, the Kaigai Nikki, just see her as vulgar shitposting dragon that doesn't shower, even though I think she kind of showers. And I get passionate about just seeing like Coco kind of like, you know, just like I feel like she's underrepresented. I feel way too passionate about a dragon girl. You know? Oh man. Because like Kaicho, like when you looked at a lot of her collabs, people like looked to her. She was like and like the people that were there at the time, fan wise, Tatsunoko or not, knew, oh hey, Coco is like kind of a like she built relationships. And I felt like for the past few months that kind of thing died. I mean, the last few, like August, September, I felt like it was slowing down. The clips of like, and it's like people only focused on Coco if she's mentioned by someone else. If she's like, if it's related to Kanata. And I felt like, I really felt like, oh man, people really don't care about anything about Coco unless it involves someone else. That's what it felt like to me. Man, I'm sentimental of this piece. And then she got suspended. Not suspended. Yeah, she did. And it's just like, I couldn't just tell people, hey, Coco is a very important person. I couldn't just go tell people you're forgetting about someone. And then I just, out of depression, I snapped. And I got really, really just passionate. Not passionate in like a romantic way, but passionate in a I need to do something way. I need to share what I think Coco is. Because people think it's just like some old guard kind of thing before any of the VTubers were even close to getting 800K, let alone a million. Before Doog, before, you know. Sorry, I realize I'm getting emotional, so I don't want people to feel bad. I'm just being very sentimental about this. It's like, there's like I feel like pre-Aloe, I think there's a gap. There's like 5th gen fans that are like old people like me who've been there since, at the very least around March or February, like started watching. Technically, I saw the Miko clip, you know, the one last year, but it didn't really turn into me being very obsessive with it. I gotta move on. I feel like I'm gonna bring it up again. Here's me doing Corone. I wanted to do a piece joke thing. It's funny, as there's a Kusa written on the wall. At least that's what I think it is. I don't think I did it right. There's a 3D model of Corone with the leggeds. I'm sorry, I gotta move on. I think I'm getting too August. You know, Watame. Oh wait, where do I even have that on here? Oh, I do. Thank God. So this is the Watame 4K thing. There's me trying to be goofy. I drew this because a lot of people, I saw the meme of, and this image really blew up. And I'd love to see a 3D collab. Aqua's so cute. Yo, hot take, I do not like Aqua's new costume, especially with the cat ears. I like normal Aqua with the maid frill things and the normal thin twin tails that spiral like this. I like that Aqua. Not that there's anything wrong, I just like, I prefer OG Aqua. She's a little baby. And then Coco. Here's a Subaru. This was like the funniest shit I've drawn when I drew it. A lot of people were way too focused on the fact that if you take Subaru's face out of context, it was like, yeah, bye. But she's literally pulling out the biggest motherfucker ever, known as the Elite Pikamiko. Miko Men. Yeah, hello. And then it's like, blah, 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 blah. That meme where it's like, Scatman's World. Yes. Because Subaru was doing Pikmin 2? No, Pikmin. And then Fubuki did Pikmin 2, which was fun to watch. It was actually really calming. Here's this Mel comment on that. Choo-choo, I think, or Kappa, I don't remember. I think it was Kappa, which is her greeting. But yeah. And then Twitter deleted that comment, and their sins will never be forgiven. So it's like Boing Boing Ghost and Capu Ghost. They both liked it, and then Mel commented. I'm glad I can do that. This is the first Botan. The new member looks so serious and cool. This is before I really tried formatting. Hey Botan, have you turned in your registration? This is an Ozymandias reference. Cute outfit. Cause she had the Pau like elephant. She memed a lot about elephant. It's like, I guess she isn't serious. And she liked the video of cute elephant. That's funny. Yeah, and it makes sense because she's like a school girl, like hall monitor design. Give me a second, I need to chug some juice. Give me a second. Okay, I'm back. But yeah, this was before I tried formatting. This is when I felt like my style was getting inconsistent, but I think this is just a precursor to what I call bean brow, my bean brow art style. Now that I look at my my newer artwork, I feel like there's like two distinctive chibi styles. Maybe even three if I do it less chibi. Chibi, I think, is an English term, and it's basically what it refers to is the SD super deformed thing. Pardon me. I'm a failure on the burp department. But yeah, I liked it. This is actually just like going. I saw a clip that like resurgent of like Korone, like trying to do a puzzle. She pops up multiples of her, and they all go. It's just she's like, oh, they went to sleep. Oh man, I love karate. Shoutier. I tried to do something else because I really didn't want to go into a hole of just doing the same thing. You'll see it when that snapped. You'll see me trying to do Akimen style stuff just off the top of my head, make a OC. There's a comics, a 4 coma that's not well formatted. I think it's funny. First ever polka thing, because polka was my favorite. Though I was a big Aloe fan. I want you to drink this flat Pepsi. Pepsi. It wasn't Beppis or Pepsi because, no, it is Pepsi. I don't know. This was the banana thing. I want to do a 4 coma that's based off of this playthrough because there's a joke I really like that I've liked forever and I want to make a 4 coma of it. But that is when I get done with the intermission, which is coming. I'll work on some of it today. I think I'll do the Kool-Aid Man Coco. Niji Sanji. Believe it or not, I like Niji Sanji. But these don't do so well, but I still like them. Also, if I want to, if ever anything happens, I don't, it's fine if it's, like, not obvious. And then evidence and blah, 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 if that ever happened, but it won't happen. But yeah, I love the Lulu a lot. I love the Lulu, so it's like, I wanted to make one that was, like, compositionally, like, funny. So it's like, there's, like, I don't even, like, want to always make the Eldritch thing, but I like the fact that she has really bugged eyes sometimes because of her model. So I just made a joke of, like, her eyeballs being, like, really big compared to everyone else's. Oh, it's so funny. She's like kind of T-posing, but it's like a pose, but she's like, stretch my bones, the bones of the damned, stretcheth. And it's so cute. She's cute. I slept to her not that long ago. She's way too soothing to watch in the morning. And then Debudu. I like Debudu. I was watching him test out his microphone, and I didn't know this, but his vocal range seems crazy, or at least maybe the filter, but I think it's actually his vocal range, because his relaxed sounding voice is like way too smooth. I think he's definitely a guy. I don't think a woman would have that range. Because Debudu's normal, like, Debudu voice is very nasally and obviously in the upper register. Like, hey. I can't do it. Also, the fact that I can't speak Japanese, it's hard to do an impression. Oh my gosh, I'm such a hypocrite when it comes to drinking. But yeah, I did the meme of the uncomfortable cat, because of Lulu. And there's R's. The dumb thing is my dyslexic brain, every time I type R's almo, I actually type Ars almo, and I feel like it's such a dick. Oh well. And then there's Anje Katrina. Or Katrina Anje Katrina. But basically, I just wanted her to be like a weird peanut. Another 4 coma. Really shit one. This was cheap. Oh. Fuck. Let's just ignore the sentiment of this piece and just talk about how I fucked up the shadow. Let's talk about the sentiment of this piece. But let's talk about it not like just preface. So how I really got into like starting to watch Hololive, like actually subscribe and like actively seek it out, was because I was following Yaman Mama, Ouchi-Sensei, and apparently I followed Guccio, which was Manoe's, Aloe's dad. So usually it's always interesting when there's new VTubers and you're like, oh, hey, I already followed the artist, the papa, the parent, the mama. I don't need to follow them. So I felt, and there's also just the attachment of watching her, and she was very shy, relatable. She had a vocoder. She was very inventive from the little we knew about her. She was such a cute character. She was and I know the artist, I recognize the artist, so I'm looking forward. I think this was like the precursor to I would say the breaking point. Because, dear gosh, I remember people telling us not to worry. People telling people, stop, don't talk about it. It's nothing big deal. It doesn't matter. They fucked up. And then I'm like, I won't let that happen again. I won't let people ignore issues just because it's uncomfortable, just because it's not friendly to normies or whatever. I think normies would be perfectly fine with fighting for the health and safety of an individual. I can't look at this. This was during Mio's break. I wanted to draw her. Mio's adorable. She's like half MILF, half not MILF. Technically, all the yokais are technically MILFs by virtue of being really old because, they're yokai class. Like spirits. Like Kurane, old. But it doesn't matter because she's literally not a human. And then, like, if it's like a mythical thing, like, they're like some like ancient thing that's like using willpower to like be here, like Coco and Gouda. Yeah, it makes sense why they'd be old. Because they're older than. And then there's ones where it's like they're trying to be like the concept of being immortal or ageless in a way. Though I think it's kind of Though honestly, maybe the age thing's not really useful anyways. But oh well. Like, it's more likely that the ones that work for companies like Hololive, Niji Sanji, it's more likely that they're at least above the age of 18. It'd be weird if they employed actual children. I don't know. It just depends on, like, where you're coming from. Because even I have a line But I don't think, like, being with, I don't know, it's a very, like, deep discussion I'm not willing to delve into. Oh yeah, here's the Candy and Zeri, but as actually anime face. Then I started drawing Korone, because she was doing tons of, like, fun playthroughs that I really liked. And she shared them too. I loved it. And I think at some point it just, like, every time it was a fun piece like this. Oh, that. I love that one. I think also you started to see, like, how I do Korone. Like, how. Oh, yeah, there's another R's. She's identity theft. Get it? Because it's her book's her identity. It's her identity. Man, I want to chew her up. I want to fucking gobble that mochi face. I want to smack that ass and call her a paw. I hope I do. I kid. I think I'd have to, like, organize some of these out before I do. Like, this could be the video. There's, like, my profile picture for a while. It's actually, my profile picture is still on YouTube and maybe a few other sites. Here's, Fubuki Burger. She's eating herself. Watermelon. Because, like, actually, this is before she really leaned into the Fubuki Burger Fox. Because people are like, oh, I saw the Fubuki. I saw her Scatman video first, but the first video of Fubuki's I saw was her literally stopping a stream of Animal Crossing just to look at the Wendy's menu. And then watermelon, you gave her a little poof tail, and then Saki. I like Aki. I actually subscribed to her before, like, the whole surge to support her. I actually subscribed because she slept on stream and it was cute. I wanted to kiss her. Oh yeah, here's a funny Alexa play Piano Man. Yes. Yes. Protect my waifu with my laifu. Coco liked that one. No, I remember. It's the first ever Coco art that she liked. I wanted to draw, because I feel like a lot of VTubers, because of clip channels, the English perception of them is very one-sided. Like, that's the reason why I'm like, well, if it's like Noel Flair or whatever, it's like, I'm fine with you shipping them. They seem to like being shipped. They're very much into each other. But I don't like them being, like, for a while, it's like, the only content for both of them is, hey, like, translated was them, being shipped. Like, it was tons of, either it is legit, like, shipping, or it's like they pick and choose all the quote-unquote TT moments. I got, like, shipping moments, I feel like ship moments or ship bait is different than TT. Tay is a bit more general. I guess like, it encompasses, like, I feel like, what would be like a TT moment that's, like, popular? It's like I think the best one I can think of off the top of my head is literally Coco and Aqua having a deep philosophical discussion, and venting to each other. That was very tay. It just was like pulled at my heartstrings. It made me emotional just watching it. Another one would be Kaicho and Marine. Anything with Kaicho, Marine, or Kaicho or Hachima. It's so weird. It's so funny how it felt when you look at early clips. A lot of the people that did a lot of streams with her, just like Coco specifically because it's Coco. Besides like the gen mates, when you look at that, a lot of it was Hachima, Miko, and Marine. Actually, Marine less so. And then Mio, which did a lot of like big collab things. Mio invited, like literally, Coco was like, "What's that symbol?" Oh, it's gone. Coco was like part of the fishing tournament for Animal Crossing, but she wasn't playing Animal Crossing. She was playing. Man, I'm bringing it back to Coco, but she has a lot of those moments. I feel like Coco is one of the most, like, besides Pekora, is one of the more straight. Like, and actually, she's not very, like, horny in general. She jokes about it, but I feel like that's different than being horny. Marine's horny. Matsuri's horny. Joking about dicks isn't horny. Making a joke about, like, a butt plug that's like a drug, like a way to insert drug is through a butt plug. I don't think that's horny. I think that's just crude. Which is funny. That's why I love Coco. And then, Corone, I feel like it's similar with like S, being S. I don't know. I'm trying to think through that. It's a deep discussion that I could just talk forever, and I could always bring up Coco because she's like my bae 20%. Here's an Aqua. I like this one a lot. She was doing Ocarina of Time, and she really wasn't doing so great, but for when I checked her, but I think she also did better later parts. People really don't do Aqua unless she's doing Minecraft, which is a shame. I think she's really good at games. Believe it or not, she's actually really good at games. Oh, this. If you ever wanted to, like, my deepest, darkest desires is something like this. My deepest, darkest, most lustful desire is this. Yeah, Watame is just an example. Watame. You know? I could go on about this, but I feel like I've gone on about another sentimental piece about me being... Because that's when the one thing happened with Aki Sad. And then the 200,000. Yay. I love her. She was doing a weird Twitcast thing where she was streaming from the bathroom. I could not watch that. My pants have powers beyond human comprehension. Okay, September. Let's just start from the top. This is from Matt Newgrounds thing. This is me trying to do a study of converting like a photo from a book I have. It's more like a magazine that's like a paperback like bound thing. It's a bit more than a magazine in a Western sense. It's like a fashion magazine where it's thick, and it's the Gothic Lolita Bible or Bible Gothic Lolita. I forgot what it is, but it's Japanese. It's really good reference. Then I was trying to do a Sharkajinka of Garchomp. I like it. Oh yeah, this is Guru. My first Guru. Well, no, it's not my first Guru. It's me trying to be serious, but Guru never likes my art. You know, the thing is, it's funny. The only person that really interacts with my art is Ame. Not anymore, but... and then Callie likes them whenever. But yeah, I guess I've never impressed the shark. Oh well. This was the thing. This was her during the first collab when she was all shy. Now she won't shut up. I love it. She's cute. There's me trying to make a metal cover with Ruchia, and no one gave a shit. I think it's just I think I just wasn't big at the time. I gotta really just remember some of these stuff that I say didn't do so well statistically or reception wise. Maybe it's due to the fact that I wasn't big then. Especially if this is before October. Oh gosh, I should really... Just to preface, I realize October was kind of when I blew up even harder. I don't even like using the word blew up. I feel like I earned it, but I also it was hard work. God damn it! When you see October, I think it's gonna be the most. I feel very emotional about it. Korone, when she did I just thought this was a funny. Lulu. This wasn't like, yeah. Con Lulu. So I thought originally I made it a smash letter because I thought people would think it was too corny to have it as like a love letter because it was supposed to be a heart. But all it did was make Gorilla Tenchi jokes. So I'm like, eh. Okay. This is when shit hits the fan. Literally called You Mess with the Wrong Clan. Oh god. This is... Oh shit. Oh shit, here we go. Oh man, I was... The first date, there was this really sloppy sketch. And then I literally just... There's like Ina drawing during their... one of their first collabs with Surgeon Simulator 2. Gosh, that's old. Pepsi, Amaro Polka, Pepsi, man, except it's Pepsi Polka. Amano Peekabee, because she's a bee. Piano Man. Oh, this was funny. I liked it. Somebody else made the joke, but a similar joke, but I wanted it to be like that. This format. Ame liked it. I think she commented, if I recall. This is the start of Hollow Cheeb. I have the power to look into anyone's lives. She's like, do something! Oh man, that is like, my... that chuckle was like going on to like the low string of like a violin just going do 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 do. Man, a lot of these later stuff. Oh yeah, this Risu's tweet got deleted, so that's a depression day if I ever knew one. This is shit. But even like Ame commented on it. I felt special. I feel special still. And then there is this. My magnum opus for Corone hitting a big number. Not 1 million, I think it was 800 or something. Yes, 'cause she's a boxing dog. Yubi pants. She's gonna bump you. So good. Man. Oh man. I might have to take a break really quick, but I'll give you my general reaction to October. Oh, I guess I don't have all of the things, but I have some of the things in here. And I guess that November would even be even more serious. Well, I'll be back. Enjoy the waiting screen while I take care of some business. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. I can work on the transition a bit longer. Okay. Oh, man. So yeah, this is Ame Watterson. Not much to say about it. I was just horny for Ame. There's Kanata being something. This was emotional. I really wanted to bring something, but the thing is, it just doesn't feel like me. This is also precursor. Just of my desire for Coco to stare into my eyeballs. Oh yeah, this one, Coco called cute. She showed it, and this is. I feel like I can do a better job. I like this a lot. I treasure this really hard. And I'll never say this piece is bad. I think I can do better, but it's not bad. Here's me trying to practice art. There is a parody that it wasn't as popular, though. Eofi shared it or something. It's the first ever time I drew Eofi, and you can't really tell that it's Eofi unless I point it out. But it's supposed to be a joke. It's Pod 15. Eofi. This is like a personal thing, It's a parody of Megadeth logo thing. To you, Freedom Lady. Oh yeah. I just want to draw a meme of like Hachima, but it's Kaz. It's like the planet's like a goddamn. Oh, I love this. I could do better, I think now, definitely, or at least I feel like I can try harder. But yeah, it was like really late at night when I did that. And this was the Welcome Back Kaicho, and I think this is when things started to get really hard. And I don't mean it in a phallic way, I mean like me hustling hard. I think this is the start of me hustling. There's Watame. My brain looks at that face and thinks Watame na Hachima. But it's Hachima on the Hato train, and with the Hatons in the back, whipping so hard on the Hachima train. Pikabi as that Mochi Fairy Paimon from that popular MOBA game. I mean, it's not a MOBA game. It's a gacha game, but it's like a... I don't know what kind of RPG it is, but that people wanted to eat... I saw a thumbnail of Pikami as Paimon, and dear God, I wanted to draw her as Paimon. But it's like a Pika Paimon. It's like based loosely off the design, but it's supposed to be like Pikami version. Yes. This is when I started doing like one horny a month. Dear God, that broke. So October's horny of the month was Yandere Polka pouncing on you, begging. I like Yandere Polka. But I like polka in general. Polka's adorable. That's why she's fourth in my... Like, so... If I had, like, to pick, like, so... Kaicho. If Kaicho didn't exist, it would be Aki. If Aki didn't exist, it'd be Wadame. If Wadame didn't exist, it'd be Polka. If Polka didn't exist, it'd be Korone. If Korone didn't exist, it would be... Oh, it would be Risu, wouldn't it? Have to be Risu. It would have to be Risu. And then this was around, actually, is this? Oh wait, it would have been. When did the properties? Oh yeah, because like the election shit started happening and tons of people were bitching about it and I just really didn't want to, so I made this dumb vent art where it's like turned into Dale Gribble. The file title is Southwestern Conspiracy Redneck, but the title on Newgrounds was like this whole like as if it was Dale Gribble. You know? You know? Oh yeah, I should type in I'm a back brother. I'm a back brother. Honestly, I use the chat for now as like a text communication. Okay, let's I think that was it for September. No, October. And I think this is November is when I really started hustling and bustling. That's nudie. We can avoid that. Any other thing that I should avoid? That's fine. Feel like I can avoid. I can just get rid of that just to be sure, safe. Okay. Let's start off. This is I saw like I did this one thing with this the artist is called Anambo. It was like Disgusted Ame and Ina, and I wanted to do Disgusted Gura because I'm like, I want to trend hop them, and I want to be cool like them, my superior senpais, my senseis that outrank me in love. But I did discuss, well, she's like, what the fuck? But it's like, it's like, the title is like, you want to lick my what? Uh-huh. I said it. Can you see the title? Yeah, you want to lick my what? Yeah. I want to lick the smell of your fish. Yeah. Yeah, this was all before everyone was totally wanted to suck on Gura's toes. So I was the trendsetter. I kid. But I like it. I could do better, but I don't care. And that's the trend of, I don't care. I make the art and it make me happy. So then there's this. It's like I pine for the days of them actually all collabing. And anyone collabing with Coco is a rare sight. Hopefully when the festival show is over, she can... That's why I really was so happy to see the caller. Yo, people are like, oh, Kanata is like, Oh, why are you alone, Coco? I'm like, maybe you should collab with Coco sometime. Yo. Hello. It's also the first time I drew Luna, FYI. Oh, yes. My horny. And then there's a study. That's kind of shit. There's Toa. And there's Gloomy Bear. There's a quick Okayu. I like Okayu. There's a monkey. I just sketched. There's a weird thing. And then there's like a variant. And then somebody once told me the world is gonna roll me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. She was looking kinda dumb with her finger and her thumb in the shape of an L on her forehead. Well, they don't stop coming and they don't stop coming and they don't stop coming and they don't stop. Never mind. Yep, drew this during Ame's streaming of the watch-on of Shrek and Shrek 2. This was a joke, and it's like barely anybody saw it. It doesn't help that Gura didn't notice it. So I mean, in a statistic way, yeah, of course, traction-wise, yeah, it makes sense. But it's like, that's a smoker, Gura. And it's Ame smoking a fat dude. It's like I just think this is the funniest shit ever. It's like it's in my brain for days. I loved it. And then there's this. Another thing that was in my brain for days is yes. Oh yeah, the antis were going crazy with my Coco art in November and December. It was a nuisance. And then same vibe. I feel like there's a few things I should have adjusted, but it's like, it is the same vibe. I've been thinking of this for a while. It's literally the same vibe. She's all like, Ara, be careful next time, good boy. She's like strong, saves us, and dependable. And then she's Humu, watch your step, little one. And she's also strong and dependable, or at least she acts like it. Has that personality. I think I could do better with making her mouth. I don't know what I was thinking. Oh yeah, this was also definitely a response to like people losing their shit over the United States election. I just like I wanted to vent, so I made a shitty alien. And then there's this, which got some people's jimmies rustled. And I didn't even notice that their jimmy was rustled. But, they're gone, so, Pull, hot dog friend, pull. Second time I drew Luna, Kaicho, Polka-chan, pull now. It's like, because it's like how Polka talked to everyone else. She was like, also, they beat the shit out of her, but, it's hard to tell. I was actually working while they were doing it, so, I was glancing at them. Polka-chan, Polmao. But, yeah, very respectable. That was hard to watch, the chat. The chat was just hard to watch. But, that's just how things be. This was me trying to be different. Let's move on. And then here's a Pikami inspired Monster Hunter monster because I wanted to and she liked it and I feel good about it. Here's that Ame ghost and she didn't share it. Oh well. She didn't still like it. I don't care if she shares it. I just like it when they like it because it makes me think, oh, okay, I did a good job. So usually I'm like, I wonder what I did wrong. But I think that's just me overthinking it. And you really got to think, sometimes people don't even notice because they're busy. Oh yeah, it looks scary, but it's actually just that because it was a separate layer. I copied and pasted it, I post-processed the crap out of it, and then I painted realistic eyes, and then, yeah. It looks like a Satan goblin, yeah. I think the next one is actually looks like... Nope. That's a joke that's dated by now, but, you know, it's fine. This really got people's jimmies rustled. I was really depressed. This was big depression piece because it just seemed like people were being mean. And I really wasn't having people shit. So I just spent the whole night drawing Kaicho being a boss. Yeah. They did not like how, but I think this one got the most spam, and it's what the antis used to it's one of the things antis used in their trying to pretend to be me. I really think it pissed them off because it's literally she's like some angel looking down on them with a guitar. I don't know. I was depressed. I just wished I wish I could do things. I wish I didn't feel powerless. Alright, here's another thing. This is a piece about paranoia, if you didn't know, but it looks like a Doom monster from Doom. But it's like a goat with but it's like the actual mouth is there, and it's got eyes, but it's like that. And then it's cool. There's a study. I think my busty MILF drawing capabilities really demonstrates. I was studying though, so here's the Lami. I love Lami. She's warm, despite being cold. I always wonder about Lami because she looks cold, but she also looks warm, and her personality is very warm, and she's also drinks a lot, which makes people more warm. I also wonder what her boobs taste like, but if they're warm or not, but you know, that's a bit more of a personal thing. This didn't turn out well. This is a vent piece. There's that. I like it. There's me trying to draw Gaoko-chan again. I like Gaoko-chan. It's another Gyare. This didn't do well, but I don't give a shit because I like it. There's a sketch thing study. I didn't post this anywhere, but much later. There's me. There's another vent piece. I feel like these are more elaborate now compared to my older vent pieces. Here's the meme thing. Just to clear things up, you can credit. You can, if somebody asks and you know it's me, you can send it a link to my profile. If you share this, I want you to credit. I have this so you can add your own text. I posted that so you could add your own text. The point is to add your own text, you know? But honestly, the response, I'm like, I don't really care for Takamori. It's kind of, and I think that's when I started to get really annoyed. And then this is Coco's last stream before the break. I liked it. I like doing these. Chicks with bricks comes chicks with blocks. Chicks with blocks comes chicks with tricks and chicks with clocks. Nice. Ooh, wow, 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 wow. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Howdy. Howdy! Howdy. Howdy. Well, I'm a gentleman. I'm a country boy, and I don't understand none of this city stuff out there in the big city. Well, I tell you, Boomhauer, next time I catch one of the whippersnappers piping get Vaseline ethanol from my gas tank, I'm gonna shoot, cock a shotgun, and be like, you want to siphon that gas again? Oh, if I had like a banjo clip, I would definitely do that. Banjos. I would like a banjo roll clip. It's just like a banjo roll. So whenever I do like a redneck or a hillbilly or like a something, because oh shit. Well, I'm not funny. At least I make myself laugh. This was a missed opportunity. I loved it though. And Coco liked it too. I remember all the posts Coco has liked so far. And all the ones she hasn't. Like my first Coco art, the one with the can. Yeah, she didn't like that one. Or the second one. And I think there's a few she didn't like. But then it's like, bam, bam, bam. Because she knows. Just kidding. I think she just sees them like, oh, that's nice. And she hasn't seen the other ones, which is fine. But I like the fact that she knows. The like assures me that, yeah, you've seen it. This is another one. I like it. The bean brows. Clear the floor, I'm dancing. Ho, ho, ho. Me, big Coco simp, yes. Yes, that is technically accurate. Coco lovingly looking into my eyes. It was gonna be me. I don't like the Reddit meme where it's like our waifu, and I'm like, you know damn well what waifu means. Waifu isn't wife. And when you say my waifu, it's a term of endearment, not no one else can have this waifu. You know, to say this is my waifu, there's many like her, but this one is mine. Yeah, when I draw my waifu, that's my waifu. When you draw your waifu, that's your waifu. When you watch your waifu, that's your waifu. We can have the same waifu, but I'm going to say my waifu. And I am horny to have someone lovingly look into my eyes. Mel being cute. I love her. She's cute, but not like love as strong as some other people. This is like based off of Bendis, which is the guy who did Marvel vs. Capcom 2, Street Fighter 3, worked with Akiman, but he's mostly known to be a guy who's good at looking like Akiman. But he also did Street Fighter 5, which that doesn't look the same, so, you know. This is a funny. A lot of people made jokes. No, a lot of aunties were very rude with this post. No wonder none of them liked it. No. I like to think Coco is Muna's mom. I like that. This is a give. You can't go out like that, but instead of being like you can't go out dressed like a that. It's like you can't go out without your piece. When you need to ground some lead into someone's skull, use this. Botan. Ah, yes. Aki. Blessed. The lips could be better, but I think it's because there's this purple tint that I did when color correcting. Oh yeah, and this. That's beautiful. I pray to that every day. More Coco. Appy juice. She's handing it to you, wee traveler. Oh yeah, appy juice. A slice for ye. And a slice for ye, wee traveler. It's supposed to be spelled different. Okay, I think we're hitting next month. I mean, this month. So a lot of it just seems like it's... But yeah, it's gonna be like a montage thing. So... Yes. One Redditor said, "Oh, this is a you missed opportunity to put Ame in there. Ground pound your mom." And I'm like, shut up, please. Shut up. Just shut up. Not everything's about ground Ame, and not everything about ground pounding mom is Ame. And not every Ame is ground pound. God damn. Study style. I think this is really where I just hit my strides. And also when I started doing a hentai doujinshi, working on it. And I started working on that is my magnum opus for now. It's probably gonna change. That's Horny Watame, Mouth Study, Aki. Oh yeah. This clip was so cute. Polka. I want to just make out with her. But that's just my endorphins, lack of endorphins running through my brain because I'm a lonely fuck. This is this. I like this. And then there's this event art that I never... This is Atom Bomb. Yeah. And then there's Toa. And then there's this spray can. And then there's this meme. And then there's the EP art. And then there's this. You know, one thing that I don't like about sites with some form of internet culture, there's way too many people trying to be comedians comparatively to people trying to be like helpful. Or I wish there was a DeviantArt that wasn't shit, that had a decent English fan base. It's like wanting to stream on Picardo. Yeah, but the normies don't go to Picardo because they don't see a big corporation attached to it. Or is there? I don't know. But yeah, somebody's like, gave it a low rating on Newgrounds and is all like, oh, better at least tell me what his pizza toppings are. Or because at least the monster is called the Void because it's like a mouth thing. It's like, at least he'd have standards, I'd assume. And I'm like, oh yes, you're the most funniest 12-year-old of them all. I didn't say that. I actually ignored him for a bit and then I just gave him a sleep reaction because it was boring and a waste of my time. And that's just, I really don't like being that though. I don't like being like negative because I'm so like afraid of things. I'm a very paranoid man. And that's why I'm the eye. Like, I'm a one eye. I'm like an all-seeing being. I'm a Lovecraftian horror that's the writhing tentacles and eyes of an indeterminate mass. Because I'm extremely like antisocial, anxious, and paranoid, and then it's a lot of trauma in my life. So that's why I associate with a one-eyed monster thing. But yeah, I think that's it for the things. I'm just gonna sit back and relax for a bit. But we're gonna just art. And I'm not going to talk that much because I've been talking a lot. Okay? Okay. Here he is. Boop. 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 Do 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 da. Ba, ba, da. Gee whiz. Oh man. I might have to stretch. Give me a second. Let's just stretch a bit. Oh, this bed's so tempting to sleep. Let's move the. Hey, you guys know I play guitar? Do you guys know I play guitar? It's like... I don't want to get hit for copyright. It should be like in drop C or something. Or drop C sharp, I don't know. Oh man. My abdominals. Bum 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 bum. Let's play some music. What's my charge? What's my charge at? Bring them up, ruckus. Bring them up, ruckus. Just play it at the beginning, goddamn. I don't want no goddamn little reel ad. God dang. I don't know. Well, let's play. Will this be illegal? Oh, this is like. Oh, let's do this. Let's do this. I said that is a good idea in my brain. Let's do that. Let's do that. I gotta find it though. June? I gotta find it. It would be in July? No, it would be in August. Oh, there it is! Okay, is it on? Okay. This is... Oh, god dang it! So just look at Miko right here. It's like...
Scatman's World.
Every time I look at that, no, I think no. Oh, gee whiz, I am having too much fun when I should be working. Oh, I need to relax. I've been streaming for quite some time. But I'll get through this, gosh darn it. Okay, let's do a warm-up today. How do I decide to warm up? That is very zoomed in. Hello there, Mr. Why is it so windy? From the tallest building in the world is the Pinus, statue of Pinus. This guy's named Bobbert. He has a hat of unknown dimensions. He will cut you with his old karambit. Yeah, you want to see something funny? You want to see something funny? Here, I'll draw something funny for you guys. Now this is the art portion of the stream, where I'm actually arting. The fuck? I thought I told you to mute yourself, dog. You want to see something funny? That's not funny. Okay, let's just vibe. You know what? I feel like I gotta do something more loose. I barely painted on the weekends, or did any art. Did that one painting, but and the Hachima Devourer of Worlds, but I didn't really do much. Let's try and do a thing. Oh wait, that's not PureRef. I clicked OBS on accident. Let's nab some references. Okay. What should I paint? What am I horny for today? But whenever I say horny, the emotion I feel is just the immense desire to have affection from someone. Because I feel like there's a difference between like me being legitimately turned on and me wanting to, cuddle someone. But I'll admit, it's just funnier to say it's just being horny. But it's also, I feel like horniness and human nature is a thing that developed because of our lack of humanity in some aspects. But that's kind of a pretentious way to phrase it. So I feel due to the distance, I think horniness has developed because we are becoming less and less social, though despite our whole entire biology being based around being social and being cooperative. We are very distrustful of each other despite society. It's like we're worried about the wrong things. Biologically speaking, we should be, worried about things that are out to kill us. But in today's society, humans want to kill humans. But I think that always was the case. Should I draw Aki? I want to draw Aki. Let's do Aki. The sad thing about Aki Rose is it's hard to find good references for her, but all of a sudden there is this good reference right here. Hey, look, it's the idol outfit Aki. I tried looking up Gen 1 and Gen 2. They did a lot for us. So as far as I know, I don't think they have canonical ages. So for all I know, Aki could be not a MILF. Ouchi-Sensei could be not a MILF. But Shion could technically be a MILF. Compared to the other Yuri bait people, I think Shion I like more. The most. It was actually really hard to get into Mitsuri before she had her facial update because she always looked like she was stoned out of her mind because of how dated her rig was for her model. It was very dated. And she's way more. I like her more all of a sudden. I think it was just how it felt like she was constantly drunk. I really think, and at first I'm saying Aki no nose was it's an annoying meme. Why? She obviously has a nose. She already showed you. But I realize if she does that, people might be trying to point out. She might try and zoom in, and it'd be just an excuse to look at her beautiful face. I'm a good boy. Take one for the team. There's this model sheet, but I don't know where to find a decent model sheet for Aki. Why do people think she's yabai for her bathing suit? I think she's the most covered bathing suit, not gonna lie. Or at least when you look at the whole design. Because it does look like lingerie, not gonna lie. I know you can't see what I see, so. It's a meme, but it's the only high quality. I can crop, but Oh my gosh. Learning about how to crop, copy, and paste all that stuff in PureRef has been the biggest blessing ever because just managing is annoying. Okay. What? Yeah. Okay. I want to tone the paper. So let's try and mimic a burnt sienna. You know. Yeah, that looks nice. Posture check. I think I really need a new desk. The desk is the most important thing because it's literally the thing keeping me from having, you know, be like in the right position for it without losing circulation in my legs and the right height for my size, you know? So let's just jump right into let's just start. Let's make this rotate the canvas. Yes. Oh, I just want to lean back, but I know it's not good. Good for ye. What do I even want? You know what I want. So let's just work on making that background. How would I go about this? Wonder. What would be a good perspective? Okay, that's a good perspective. Since I'm working like this, I should do this. So when you're working with various blending brushes, I think it's good to just think of things as if it was digital. No, wrong. As if it was painterly, more painterly at first. Because painterly is very good at getting a nice emotion down. And if you have a nice emotion, which is like color composition and composition in general, to convey a thing, you can lay down more stuff and build upon it very well in a painterly style. And then you can make it more concrete and do a bit more of your digital techniques. Or at least that's a philosophy I choose. You know, when I think of digital painting, oftentimes I feel very and there is a pressure to be clear and well rendered, and I just say, why worry about that when I can just relax, think about what I want to draw, just draw some fat anime titties. Because deep down in the end of the day, it doesn't matter as long as you're doing what you care about. Because art is about what you care about. Art is a way to convey information, and if you don't care about what you're saying, no one will. You know. I definitely do. I do declare. Yeah. Maybe I should base it around some more Aki-inspired color composition for keep that in mind. I'll keep that in mind. For now, I want to allude to some depth by just making this look more like there's something at the bottom. Maybe I don't want to do this. Maybe I'll just scrap it, but we got all the time in the world, or at least as long as what YouTube allocates for our life. I mean, our time here. Yeah, words. I don't care about them. I have art to convey how I feel. You know what? I think trying to figure out how to do it like this is too much. So let's just take it back to square one. Mute all this. Nice, cool color. Remember, stretch your hands. If it starts hurting, nice and easy. Last thing you want is your creative hands to cease being productive. You gotta take your time, focus, just let the lines flow. You can't flow if it hurts. The only place it should be hurting is in your heart. And that's what, I've learned is the most effective in my life. Oftentimes, I find it's difficult to be inspired when you're hurt. So, to avoid being hurt, take necessary precautions, and make necessary stretches, exercise. Don't go bum rushing into things. This isn't a raid. This is just good old-fashioned drawing. Or in this case, digital painting. I really do like things that have nice brushy strokes. And often if I see something I like, I'll try my best to pick color, boost saturation up a bit, contrast, color, and just make that look real smooth. I love that. Just think about the subject matter while you're creating color. Just what do you want to do with the thing? And just use this time creating the wash. Just think of what are they going to do? Think of the light source. Think of the, everything. Just think of like what you want to achieve, how you want to achieve it, subject matter. I know I want to draw hockey or like a landscape shot like this. But what do I want out of it? I think I'm getting an idea. And maybe I should stop. I could be just painting like this for hours. Let's stop. Go in. Merge. And there. We don't want too many layers because then the painting process will get a little laggy, and the last thing we want is so things getting in the way of our focus. Okay. Perspective might be wonky, but it's all in good fun. Besides, it just adds to the charm if you really work at your craft. I just realized I should work with the torso first. As the biggest part of the body and the in-between point besides the thighs and legs and stuff. Torsos are a very good indicator of perspective. So if I get the body down, I get the things. Also, remember to flip occasionally. I like it. But maybe I should try and be more. Go this way. Yeah, this might be a good idea. It's going against the grain of my lines on the background layer. Maybe I don't want to try and do a full body. Maybe I just want to make, maybe make it a bit bigger. Let's work on that composition. Yeah, just like that. Now I gotta zoom in on the ref. Gotta figure out how am I gonna approach this. That's looking like a good idea. Okay, I'm gonna take a sip. Cheers. Oh, that's nice. Now remember, I do is just focus, use those 1, 10, 100,000, whatever pressures and sensitivity to your advantage. Just light strokes and where you want that intensity and harder strokes. Okay, I think I got the idea of the base. Now let's start working on the more finer aspects, color related, and while you're just working out these finer details, just think of how do you want to approach. It's like a battle, but it's like in a strategy RPG. How do you approach? And I'm just gonna straighten my back. Take a deep breath. Zoom in. Just relax. Oh yeah, I realized I was using the wrong brush. But that's alright because digital art, it's rather simple to go through your mistakes. I don't even have to undo or go back anywhere. I can just go back to using normal circle brush. I realize maybe using a bikini would be too NSFW, but it's fine. Just think of don't let intrusive thoughts bother you. Okay. So let's just draw a quick sketch over, because I think we got the idea of how we want this to look. So the human body is really amazing, ain't it? It's very curvaceous, very defined, and very, and funny enough, very much varied. And very malleable. It's like same thing, subject, different look every week. Now, since I have the torso thing figured out, let's just draw head. We might need to adjust a bit. You know, this is also kind of a new process. But I'm using what I've learned so far from different things in order to create a new workflow, you know? You always gotta experiment. If you don't experiment, you can't learn what works and what doesn't work. And the only thing you shouldn't be experimenting is human experiments. You know, alchemy. Okay. I think I need to work on the angle of the head a bit more. Don't be afraid to use any functions, modifying functions from your digital software. I use Clip Studio Paint. What do you guys do? That's an issue, but I hope it can fix itself soon. That's not fun looking. That's fine. I forgot to do the jaw thing anyways. Man. Very tired. I'll push this. Yeah. No, sorry about we were receiving some issues. I hope this connection wasn't too whack. Let's see, how long has this been going? I'll drop some frames, but yeah. I have some decent references for this angle in documents. Let me nab it. Also, it's very let me just do this. introvert energy right now. Oh, I haven't talked this much since the last time I talked this much on stream. Oh, which is a lot. Oh man. I'm sorry. I could do better. What time do I have on this? A little bit more. I think I need to fix that eye. That eye's too far for this. Oh, no, the eye. I don't look right. Almost. I might stream later. Let's warm up. You know, I feel like I'm focusing hard on the wrong thing. Maybe just trying to do something concrete like this wasn't the best idea. So what should I do with this? let's try something else. I think I'm gonna wrap it up. I'm actually gonna try and stream later though, just to compensate. Okay, I'll just click the loading screen. Have a nice day. See you later.